Hey, yo, all my top Billin villains, Bet US is in the building. Yo, bear with your boy, I'm still sick, so I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time. Now, a lot of people have asked me what I thought about Myles Garrett potentially becoming a Philadelphia Eagle. Man, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean. Myles Garrett to them Eagles, baby, right, is damn near obnoxious. It's obscene. You talk about taking perhaps the most talented player at his position and added him to the most talented team in the entire league on a side of the ball where I believe that really stirs the drink, if you get what I'm saying, right? It's a straw that stirs the drink. When the Philadelphia Eagles have dominant line of scrimmage play, it's a wrap. It's just a wrap, right? We already know the offensive targets are off the chain. We already know the offensive line itself, right? Both lines of scrimmage, being signed on both lines of scrimmage makes the Philadelphia Eagles a dynasty in the making. Adding that guy, oh man. I don't know about y'all, but I'm still on a high from the Super Bowl and the season in general. It was just absolutely perfect. I love the fact that we were able to get through some adversity at the beginning of the season. And then I love the aspect that it was still a lot of haters up until the final game. Think about that, right? Remember the game before the Super Bowl? It was the Washington game. And how many people said that we were going to lose to Washington when they were coming off of that win against the Detroit Lions? They were saying we wouldn't be able to score enough points to keep up with the Washington Commanders and all this bullshit. And what happened, right? That line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage happened. So if you think about dynasties, right? This is in my making of a dynasty series because I wholeheartedly believe we will be a dynasty moving forward. You sometimes have to come and switch up your pitch. Right? If you notice that with a lot of dynasties, man, they'll come in, they'll have this particular person for a year or two, switch that out, do this, there, that, this, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep coming with it. You can't just always run it back. Myles Garrett here, look my man out right here. This dude is incredible. He has a ton of moves. And Jakob, look at that, getting up under, arm under, right? On the lineman right there. The thing about him is, well, we need to actually put it functionally as well, right? Most of the time you see him, he's going to be coming out of a 4-point stance. I have zero doubts that he couldn't work out of a motorcycle stance and work as an edge outside linebacker as well in our scheme. So I'm not worried about that. But coming out of that 4-point stance, think about this dude being 270-something pounds and what you can do with him. Very similar to our guy Josh Sweat, who I'll talk about here in a minute as well. But you can see him sell no tell, right? Get up the field. If you were to look at this and you're the offensive lineman, you're thinking right now, man, this could be a bull rush. This could be going back inside. He could be running the arc. And he's not telling you, right? Sell, no tell. So you see him right there with the big action that's going to draw a reaction, right? Big action draws a reaction, has my man heavy-legged waist bending right there because he's unable to combat that quickness. And then look at that. Use that leverage, arm under with the inside arm, and he's going to be able to run that loop easily, right? Your best thing would have to do right here, you would have to pull the plug on FEMA mode and just hold, right? Bang. Ooh, strip sack on my boy Trevor Lawrence there, and then bang, fertilizes him, right? Now check this move out. Adding somebody as accomplished as Myles Garrett in his, age 30 season to go along with them young boys and Jalix Hunt and Nolan Smith. Think about that right there. Remember we talked about Nolan Smith stringing together moves? Look at this. Looks like the same move and then bends it back to the inside on that spin. Nasty, right? Chaining together moves. He has a rush plan. He has one of the best rush plans in NFL history, and he has a crazy move list, right? So you can see him widen it out right here. He wants to draw you out as wide as possible. He's going to fight the hands, of course, right here. Fight the hands, right? But he doesn't want to get totally engaged because he's just getting upfield to stick that foot in the ground right here. And then hit him with the spin-a-rooney right here. Booker T style. Booker T style on that ass right there. Gardner Minshew once again in the grass and waiting arms and getting fertilized himself. Hell of a move, man. Run that bad boy full speed. Nolan Smith can definitely add this to his arsenal. Nasty. Come on now. You add that guy next to, of course, Jalen Carter next to, man, I don't know who'll be coming back, so that would be the thing right there. Well, next to Jalen Carter for sure, and then opposite guys like Jalix Hunt and Nolan Smith. Ooh, boy, man. Now look at the offensive lineman here. This mama jumper is petrified, right? Aki Street petrified. He's lined up at running back depth there and there because he's scared of that quickness. But guess what, man? You got to be scared of the power as well. Bang! Into his chest, pushed him out. Bang! All he did was clear space, right? He has those long arms of the law. Look at this. Long arms of the law, right? And long arms of Allah. You know what I mean? For all my Akis out there. You can see him right now. Once again, sell no tell. But this time getting into your chest, right? Meeting that inertia. Right? Look at these guys, right? When they going against Myles Garrett, they sense technique. Right? There's no technique involved in something like this, right? You stiffened up because you scared of taking that blow to your noggin, right? That'll book that dome to your dome piece right there, and look at that. He's able to get in your chest and then simply clear space, right? Clear space with a push, and then is able to run the arc. Dip that shoulder, right? Dip that shoulder low right there. Shoulder leaning on him, right? Lean on him, and then get around the corner, my man, right there. Reverse prison loving, right? Reverse prison loving right there. Checking a man's oil when he's getting to your quarterback. That's never a good sign right there. Myles Garrett, man. One more time, look at that. Clearing space. Bang, push, get to your quarterback. Come on now. And what do you do with that? Like, who do you double team in that aspect if you add somebody like this? Obviously, naturally, you're going to want to double team Jalen Carter because he's the path of least resistance, right? Because he's closer to the quarterback. Yeah, good luck, you know what I'm saying, not sending extra attention out. Or you're going to have to always chip Myles Garrett as well. What does that do for your outlet game? That alone right there could be worth it. All right, last drawing right here. He gave you the power. He gave you the finesse mixed with the power. Now he just gives you all-out savagery. Look at this. Bang! Oh, my God. Walking the dog. Justin Herbert. He ain't going down easy, right? Most of them go down easy like a $2 hooker. Yeah, he's one of them high-priced call girl types, right? He tried to struggle up out of it right there. But look at this. What does this look like? To me, you know what I'm saying, our first glance right there, it looks like it's going to be an arc run. You're going to run that arc right there. So looks like Big Joe Alt is ready for him to run the arc. Instead, he sticks that foot in the ground right here and then reverses the plane on him, gets straight up in his chest, catches him off guard right there. Look at that right there. Look at the lean with it. Look at the angle taken right there. He's got the leverage right under Joe Alt. And then look at him walking the dog with one arm. Oh, man. Look at this. This man made that man touch earth. You get this big 6'8", 360-pound dude. Look at what are we doing right there? Fucking a man play skip to my loo and shit like that. Skip to my loo his ass right there. Got him all hemmed up by his shirt lapel like the Undertaker. And then look at that right there. Getting down flat down the line of scrimmage. Justin Herbert. Damn. Yaka hip dropped his ass right there. It was in the pocket though, so I don't know what to tell you right there. You can hip drop in the pocket, but that's hard. On my making of a dynasty series, I want to come back with a part 2 of this one right here about Myles Garrett and how it pertains to some of the players already on the roster. Because if you think about this right here, he comes with a caveat. He's already on the contract. This is going to have to be with a trade. Now, if you have a team that has some veterans coming up that are very, in my opinion, very important to the team, right? I'm a huge Milton Williams fan. I'm a huge Josh Sweat fan. Zach Bond, you know what I'm saying? Zach Bond. Come on, man. There's all kinds of guys you have to think about. And then in the next couple of years, you're going to have some guys coming up as well. So in some instances, he makes sense. Obviously, he's got a pretty big contract as well there. And then some instances, you wonder if it's the best move. But this article by Bill Barnwell here of ESPN, he talks about some of the compensation of players like a Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Darrelle Revis, Richard Seymour, Randy Moss, Eric Dickerson, and all these guys. These guys got some crazy hauls, which is scary. Do you leverage your future for somebody going into their age 30 season if it's to perhaps procure a dynasty? Now, everybody has their own way of operating, right? If I'm Murphy Roseman, right? We're all virtual GMs out there, right? Murphy Roseman is normally conservative. I come from a conservative background of virtual GM, and I'm always the one that be like, nah, I love running with my homegrown talent. I love Josh Sweat. I wish we could have him, Milton Williams, you know what I mean, guys like that forever. Right? That's just me. I'm also a very loyal guy, right? I'm the only guy. I'm talking about this with my boy out here on the block, my man Rob, and we was talking about Carson Wentz, right? I got like 3 Carson Wentz jerseys, like 3 Jersey shirts, Pennsylvania. I was a big Carson Wentz guy. That's my dude, right? You know what I mean? Right there. Like, he's still my dude. I don't turn on the dude because it didn't work out. You know what I mean? You got a lot of people who do stuff like that. Like him, he turned his Carson Wentz jersey into an A.J. Brown jersey, right? In his mind, he did. All he did was put like a piece of tape over it. I'm like, bro, what the hell is that, man? Like, it's an A.J. Brown. Like, ain't no damn A.J. Brown jersey. But you know what I'm saying? That's just me right there. So it makes all the sense in the world, and I think it makes Philadelphia obnoxiously crazy, you know what I mean, as far as the talent department goes. But man, I don't know. I think we have a lot to think about. So I want you guys to kind of tell me your preliminary thoughts on that. I know 99.9% of the people out there would say just go for it, because that's what fans are. Fans like big names. They like big names, and they cannot lie. And he's definitely, if not the biggest names, one of the biggest names in the entire sport. So he definitely would do wonders here. So let me know what you think about that one right there, and we can get to that, making of a dynasty John, right? And also, make sure you're heading out to BetUS. Take advantage of that 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next 2. You want to live it up, baby? You can live it up at BetUS, because they're going to be helping you out with that 24/7 customer support, 24-hour payouts, right? Prop bets, prop builders. That's what we were doing on them games. Them prop builders is fun, baby. Pretty much the whole 9, they have it at BetUS. Remember, 150% on your first deposit, 125% up to $5,000 with 10% gambler's insurance, all right? You already know, BetUS, where the games begin.